What's happening? Hopefully everyone's well. So, just bringing you an update video, just in relation to, I'm just going to go through Bitcoin, ETH, mainly as well. What I'm going to do, I'm going to fuck the alts off, just because there's not really much going on with them at the moment. So, I'm literally just going to fuck all these off for the time being. Just obviously pick out some decent ones on the weekend. But I'm just going to bring you one video for the on the weekend, and if I can literally just do one on the weekend, and then that's it, because I feel like it's just a bit of a ball ache just going through like all the alts when there's not really much going on, and then yeah, obviously trying to have to make two. So I'm just going to stick it out and just stick it to one. So yeah, just going to go for Bitcoin, pick at some alts that I think look all right at the time being, or anything else that's going on, and then yeah, sometimes look at the legacy markets as well. So, but yeah, very interesting. Anyway, I'm just going to go straight into it. If you can like, comment, subscribe, share it about. Obviously, it does help, but yeah, I'm just going to go straight in and yeah, sort of explain. So, if you remember before, what we was expecting was, I'm just going to pull up in a sec. So obviously before what we was expecting was this was the main count. So obviously you've got your wave one, you've got your wave two. No, you haven't, sorry. You have your wave one, you've got your wave two. Obviously you've got your running flat. And that's what we was expecting for the time being. But to be honest, there was everyone else was extremely bullish. So it has sort of negated it anyway. And then since we had this recent PA, this major drop, I'm actually quite happy that it has happened because it's give me more. I've got more. I've got more. I can't even speak. I've got more confidence in the actual account now. Whereas before, everyone was. There was a lot of people agreeing that obviously we're going to keep going, and I did mention that it was either obviously this count, obviously the main count, or like your ABC, you're running flat, then we're off, or you've obviously got wait, wave. So that's your obviously your wave two, that's your wave three, that's your wave four, then that's your wave five, and then an A, then an A, B, C for wave B. If you remember, I don't know where this grey's gone, but we showed that obviously that was going to come up like that, and then it was either going to be A, B, C for a running flat there for wave two, which is here, wave two, and then obviously keep going, or obviously you're going to get an expanded flat. So pretty much what we can do now is literally just fuck this off. This, in my opinion, is not going to happen um, in terms of this being like an expanded flat. It's actually a running flat. Just give me 2 seconds. So you've got, so yeah, this is your main count now, in my opinion. Everything fits as well, so I think it looks, yeah, I think it looks great for it to be the main count. Like, there's a lot of people as well on Twitter that they've got so many fucking counts. Like, there's so many people that's got like 3 or 4, 5 different counts. Honestly, just have two. Like, if you can see three, yeah, have three, but that third one should be getting fucked off quite soon because obviously, yeah, it's just well, it should just get knocked out the window really because if one of them if it isn't the first count, it's going to be the second count. If it's not the second count, it's obviously going to be the third count. But yeah, one of them's going to get invalidated sooner or later. So yeah, I'd probably just say honestly stick to two. Like there's so many people that they just have way too many counts and they get so clogged up. But I do think that it is going to be the. I say second count. Wow, that's loud. I say second count, but obviously if you remember in the videos I were mentioning that we couldn't really tell at the time. But I was obviously expecting us to go up a little bit more because of obviously this impulse. All right, so obviously got the move wrong, but again everything's been working out since the lows, and obviously we've got the impulsive wave, and everything's been going well so far. But I just feel now that this has happened, it has given me more of an indication on what is actually going to happen, and I'm actually very happy that it has happened, and I'll explain why. Because obviously before everyone was expecting a little push up or even continuation, but there was a lot of people in that camp. If you remember when we was back here, either here around this point, I was mentioning that I'd love to see like a flat or like an expanded flat to get everyone bullish at the highs, which probably would have happened if we got the running flat, or obviously, yeah, if we would have got the running flat, which had been there, expanded flat down there, and that would have fucked everyone over. But to be honest, this probably makes more sense. So you've got wave. I don't even think as well. I just want to quickly mention as well that in terms of this, right, the reason why I was expecting a little push up from here is because this looks like an impulsive wave, which it is. Now, if you break the lows of an impulsive wave, what is, let's say, what looks like an impulsive wave structure? It's going to be C of a flat. It has to be, because you've literally just got five waves, which is impulsive, like one, two, three, four, five, which is impulsive, which is just a normal impulse, what you've got here. Or obviously, the only other place that you can see an impulse is, let's say, like a C of a flat. Well, you can see it in a C of a zigzag, but how can you make out a C of a zigzag in that? It's literally straight up, and you're not really going to have an A, B, C. Or with obviously this being a mini C wave, and obviously this being a large B, it's going to be a wave four, because you normally do get quite large wave fours. So yeah, so obviously this being, let's say, like a C wave, then you've got to go back to this and be like, well, this is an ABC, that's a flat, you can see it. Then you've got an ABC, X, ABC, that's probably a WXY, which is obviously a double zigzag. So then you've got wave A, then you've got wave B, then you've got wave C. So you've got an A, B, C expanded flat. And I actually was looking at all the fibs as well, and everything does match up. Like if you put that to there, you've got a 1.382. And then you've got a strong impulse as well coming off the lows, which literally taps to 2.618. And then even if you take it off that, then it taps to 2.618, literally right on the head as well. So I do think that this is the expanded flat. So you've got a 1.382 tap, which is expanded flats are 1.382, 1.618, or a 2 multiple. Anything lower like a 1.236. Yeah, it can be an expanded flat, but it's you're normally just going to get like a regular flat. But even a regular flat could be A, B to the 1.236 and then go up there, and I'd still class that as a regular flat, like an A, B, C, instead of it being like an A like that, like an A, B, C, like an actual expanded flat. But yeah, so obviously that's what you've got there. So you've got wave A, you've got wave B. I can put this in red now. Honestly, I think the chart. I personally think the chart looks great. I really do. And if you remember, obviously back here we was expecting a low to come in after we had one more little push down, just because I didn't expect either this to be the low of a truncated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So obviously you've got your ending diagonal, but you ended up getting a truncation. We said it could happen, and it did, but I just wasn't expecting it. Or you've got some sort of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got a leading diagonal there, then you've got your wave 2, wave 3, and then that's an A, B, C, D, E triangle, then wave 5. And then you've got this is actually a low. Regardless if this is your low or this is your low, it doesn't really matter, because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is your wave 1. Then you've got a wave 2, but I don't think it is personally. This is probably a low. Then you've got wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. This is a triangle. So your low probably is this probably is your low, but it doesn't really matter if it is here because the structure is still intact. And then what you've got is you've got wave A, wave B. Obviously you've come into major resistance, obviously what we showed on the previous video as well. So you've got your wave B, and then what this either is I personally think it's either you've either got like obviously like a complex correction. So you're gonna have like a W, X, and then another A, B, C for Y. But to be honest, what is probably gonna happen now is I'm just gonna go on the lower time frames one sec. What's quite interesting as well is let me just quickly show you this. So if you measure it from down here, you've got a 1-to-1 multiple, but I personally don't think it is because that looks like an impulsive structure. So it probably is an A, B, and a C. So honestly, what I think probably going to happen is I think we're going to come back down to this 1.618, or or because this has fell pretty sharp, you miss out the wave 3, and it's literally just a 1, 2. You can't really, because it was obviously a liquidation wick, you miss out, so it sort of just negates obviously having a third wave, and it's literally just like a 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5, or like obviously a 1, 2, and then you've got 3 somewhere in here, but because obviously it was a quick liquidation wick, yeah, you're not gonna see it because it has been pretty quick. Or what you're gonna get is wave 1 here, then you've got obviously this is a flat. So you've got A, B, C for wave 2, wave 1, 2. The wave 3 in here could have been negated, so it could be 3 somewhere in there, which would have happened, but because it was a liquidation wick, it just sort of gets cancelled out because obviously it can't really print it because obviously do you know what I mean? It's just happened way too quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then wave 5. And then what you're going to do now is literally just range, have one more push down, maybe clear out this liquidity, maybe just sweep this liquidity as well. And then even if you put on a fib of this, like honestly, this probably does look like the main count. I can't really see any of the count being the main count. Yeah. And then come down to the 0.50 and obviously come down to 1.618. Now, if this does happen and this isn't the bottom, a lot of the other markets are probably going to get pushed down as well. And again, it's either, honestly, like this, it could be a total different market structure. It really could. But honestly, this looks like the most obvious flat in my opinion. You've got a quick, clean sweep of the highs. You're going to get another quick, clean sweep of the lows. You might even wick this liquidity as well. And what's also going to be quite nice about it is a lot of people here are obviously looking at this. In fact, you know what? 1 second. Let me just fuck all this off. It just screams a flat. I think it looks great. So, but we still did get that sweep, and then we've still come lower. So, but yeah, I would, yeah, it's just good that like this looks like third wave. It literally looks like a third of a third wave. So again, is it not going to be negated? Is that going to be wave 1, wave 2? Is this wave 3? Is this wave 4 now? Are we going to have one little push down, and then are we going to create a big triangle, and then are we going to have another push down, and then are we off? Honestly, I reckon that's going to be the case. And a lot of people are expecting this to be an A wave, and if it happens, this to be a B wave. But what's actually going to happen is this is just going to absolutely erupt to the upside. It's not going to be an ABC in my opinion, because of how like wave A's are normally pretty sharp. I wouldn't really, I mean, that is pretty sharp, but I mean, I'd have preferred something like that or something like that for like the wave A. It's literally like vertical up. Right, it can happen. You've got obviously verticals move like this, vertical move like this, and this is obviously at much higher levels. You've got these. Like that's what I would have much preferred. Obviously more of a vertical move, but you haven't. It's been quite sluggish. Like I wouldn't really say it's impulsive, but it's not like an A wave. A waves are normally like that, and then C waves are normally like that. Obviously, when you've got a wave one is normally like that, and then a wave 3 is normally like that. So it's the opposite. That's how you can differentiate from a wave A and a wave C, and obviously a wave 1 and a wave 3. But yeah, I think, sorry, going back. So I think a lot of people, like with this as well, I don't really think many people are looking at this level too much. I mean, a little bit, yeah, I think most people are looking at this level. Fucking hell, it's a straight line. And obviously looking at it and seeing, right, so you've obviously got this level, bust of market structure, you've got this level of a tap as well, and you've got this. What makes total sense is we either do moon from here, which could happen, or we get a wave 4 and then we get a truncated fifth, mini fifth, and then go. And then that's actually our bottom and not this bottom. This could still be an A, B, C. So you've got W, X, and then Y. So this again could just be our bottom. But if I'm completely honest, what makes more sense is we have a little bit of accumulation time over the next couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, is we stay down here, we range and sit above this support, we come down like I've showed, go below this as well, probably wick this low as well, we deviate. Obviously you get a deviation from this red line, obviously this red line of support, you get a deviation below it, and you literally just come straight back up. Sorry, wow, 1 second. Yeah, you deviate from the low. It's just a standard deviation of coming through the lows, and then you've just got a standard A, B, C flat. And then you're off, and then that's it. We're off to the races. And that probably does look like the most likely scenario for me anyway. So yeah, that's obviously you've got your origin to the wave 2, so an A, B, C flat. What also could happen as well is we could come here, then we could come up. So you've got obviously a flat sideways structure for wave 2. You could come back up and then not even set another low like I showed, and then this is your low and not this is your low, but this is your low wave 5, that's your low wave 3, it's a truncated fifth, and then we're off. So I know I'm obviously showing a lot of possibilities because again, this is why I've not really made many videos, because there's not really much I can explain. Sorry, I just spoke way too fucking fast then, but there's not really that much I can explain at the moment, because obviously with this was just expecting the same move. But now that this has happened, honestly, I'm happy that it has happened. To be honest, I actually prefer it that it's happened because it makes sense with a lot of other markets as well. And it's good. It's good to see. Obviously, you've got two tests, and then when you get that third test, you really think we're going to stall out at this resistance? No chance. You're literally just going to bust straight through it. So go sideways, deviate, come up, have a nice deviation of this low, and then yeah, come up. Maybe make a one, maybe make a mini two. Maybe we do stall out here. Maybe you get a wave one, stall out mini two, and then literally we're just absolutely pumping to the upside. But yeah, it looks good. To be honest, it looks very fucking good. And if you've got, I'll just quickly show you this as well. I just want to see, let's say that's down there. Yeah, I think that looks great. Yeah, probably stall out, maybe do a 2.0 multiple and get up to like 90k maybe, something like that, or even let's say 70. Like I've obviously showed in previous videos, you get a big triangle and then you literally bust all the way through and go over 100k. I do reckon we go over 100. I really do, yeah. I can imagine like the psychological barrier. I think it's one of them where like we go over 100, the news, it's all over the news, this and that, and then obviously we stall out. Before I was at 145, I thought the top was going to come in at, and it could, but again, we're going to sort of have to assess at the time. But I think it'd look great as well to obviously show the, let's say you've got this like this. I think it looks good from a channel perspective. You do this, you come down a little bit in the next, let's say like three, we're probably going to stay, we've probably got another 2, 3 weeks of this. So a bit sideways, triangle probably, come back down maybe for one more low, sweep those two lows, and then wave one, wave two, then wave three, then wave four, then wave five, and then you're going to go sideways like this to the edge of the channel, and then obviously you've got another channel from your wave 2 to your wave 4 for your higher wave 3, and then you're probably going to meet at the midpoint. That's probably what's going to happen. Then you're probably going to erupt to the midpoint or near the top of the channel, somewhere either around here or around here, which always happens or nearly always happens, I think, anyway, for waves 5. And then that's it. And then obviously you've got your high. You can even draw an acceleration channel as well from there to the bottom of wave 4. So yeah, pretty much the same. So yeah, good. I think the market looks great in my opinion. Once obviously we've got this, we deviate below it and come up. I think yeah, that's when I think we're off to the races. But it's been a little bit longer. But to be honest, I can see this. This is going to take ages. Like you're going to have obviously your 1, 2, your wave 3, your wave 4, your wave 5, and then you're going to stall out probably mid next year. Like the top's probably going to come in at the end of 24. To be honest, like it's probably got a lot longer than most are expecting. Maybe even into 25. I'm just going to go to ETH as well. In fact, you know what, quickly, yeah, I'll go to ETH. Market still looks absolutely great. I think we've got something like this. I might as well keep these in. I think we've probably got something like this in my opinion. I can get them out. Yeah, Ethereum slash Bitcoin looks absolutely great. This knock on ETH as well, still absolutely great. Like it's the chart. To be honest, I'm actually happy that it did happen. It makes so much more sense. This looks like a small wave too. So it's everything is so close to bottoming. But again, with this is why I think what could happen, like I said with Bitcoin, if it is a sort of if this is the bottom, this could be an A, B, C, D, E, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave C. So an A, B, C. So that's your wave A or wave W. Then you've got wave X or wave B of a flat. So it's either W, X, and then A, B, C, Y. So either like a double zigzag. So A, B, C, X, A, B, C. This is either your bottom, and then we're going to go. Or what you've got is you've got a flat. So you've got an A, a B, and then a 1, 2, same as Bitcoin, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 to the 0.50, probably down here. Probably retest this, which looks great. This level as well. Retest this mid-level. Mid-range as well, from obviously your recent high to your recent low here. And then, yeah, we're off again. A, B, C. I'd like to see a flat. This is what I mean. I would prefer to see another push because I think a lot of people as well are probably like, you get one more, you get sideways, you get one more push down. It's just going to have so many built up shorts. Pretty much, I've got pretty much what my plan is. Someone asked my plan last time. So my plan is for ETH, for example, not taking any trades just quite yet. We break, we come up to about here. Sorry, this is it. I don't know why I said break. So we come up to here, along with a stop loss down here, and then I'm literally just going to ride this to all-time highs. I wouldn't really say that. I mean, half of this is what I mean. This is literally just like a rough plan. My actual, like, I say all-time highs, but yeah, I'm probably, this is the thing, like, I'd probably take profit at the third wave, wait for the fourth, long the fourth, for the fifth, and then etc. So, but yeah, long here with a stop loss down here, or we go sideways here, get another dip. I'm going to add to positions here with a stop loss. I'd probably say here or just under here, because I don't think this is going to go as deep. But again, we could get obviously a decent flush, but I don't think we're going to. Add positions here, wait for a bounce, wait for a yeah, head and shoulders. Obviously a previous wave 4 or 1 lesser degree, and then add more on this break. Or even if we break above here, and at the time I'm probably going to add more here, and then probably add more here, and then just keep adding throughout, obviously, the trend upwards. That's my plan anyway. It's literally just patience, patience, patience. I'm just sort of waiting. And then, yeah, Solana. If you remember in a video ages ago, I should have pulled it up, but in a previous video, I literally put that literally when we was at the highs, I was saying, look, we could just push straight through, but at the time, the chart was looking like this. At the time, that's what the chart looked like. And I was saying, you can go back and obviously look at the videos, and I was saying, look, we can just keep going, but to be honest, the chart actually looked more bullish than that. I think the actual candle was up there, not down here. And I was mentioning, look, we've come back into this area of resistance. Like I can expect us obviously just coming back down for a wave 2, maybe at the 0.50, and then we go. I've not moved any of these. I've not moved this for ages. And then that's what we've got. You've got a tap of the 0.50. And to be honest, this is what's also a little bit baffling me is this looks great. Like this looks like a flat. So you've got an A, B, C, like a running flat. You've got A, B, C, A, B, C, and then A, B, C. So again, what's weird about Solana is Solana could just pump to the upside, or obviously you've got wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, and this is sort of some A wave, but it looks more like a 3, A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. So that's W, that's X, and then that's Y. So Solana could have already bottomed, and then it could literally just be pumping to the upside. So, but again, with Solana, I'm not really going to do anything just quite yet. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait to see if we get one more dip down, and if we do get one more dip down, I'm going to be adding to positions. Otherwise, I haven't really made that much of a plan for Sol yet, but I'm probably, if we get a break of this, I'm probably going to be long, and then a break of this, I'm going to be longer than literally just add, because I think Solana is going to be great. A lot of liquidity is going to be going into Solana, in my opinion. So yes, CRV. I'm literally just going to make a quick video. So you might not like what I'm about to say on this next. So if you're on in, but yeah, pretty much with Curve. Let me just follow this off. Right. Interesting. So there is a chance that 0.40 does get taken, that this gets taken, and it's a quick sweep of liquidity. Now, we've got wave 5, A, B, 1, 2, 3. There is a chance that this is an A, B, C running flat. I know that wave 2 is small compared to wave 4, but it can happen. And then we've got a 1, 2, a 3, 4. And then what you'd probably get in this is, you'd probably get an ending diagonal in this. So let's say this is wave 1. Where is it? So wave 1. Whoa. So this is your wave 3. You've got an A, B, C for wave 4. At the minute, I've got this as the low. But if this does get taken, Mitch, depending if he's still obviously at 0.40 and he's going to get liquidated, I can't imagine it being cascade all the way through. I think what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of buyers swooping up his first liquidation at 40 cents. Probably push down a little bit, and then off you pop, and then there's your spring of your Wyckoff. So you've just got literally like 2. I can't really tell just quite yet. But yeah, so wave 4, then you've got wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and this is a big ending diagonal. This is your wave. So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and then you've got wave 1, wave 2. This is your ending diagonal. Wave 3, wave 4, and then your wave 5. Could either truncate and not break below this level and literally just go around here, or you're obviously going to wick it and then shoot straight back up. And then you've even got an ending diagonal inside of wave 5 as well, if that makes sense. Let me just try and move this for you, just so it makes a little bit of sense. So you've got something like this. And then you've got your big ending diagonal here. So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and then this is a 1, 2, a 3, a 4, and then a 5, and it matches up with what I've been showing before. 2, 3 weeks just then. Next 2, 3, 4 weeks, come back down, either wick that or don't wick this low, and then obviously off you pop. So yeah, it's either everything is so close for the bottom to be in. Everything looks great. Like so, there's so many people doing posting saying bullish market structure. Like this shouldn't happen in bullish market structure. It is literally, to be honest, this actually looks better than what I was showing before. It's better, obviously, to have a retest of these, like, and obviously get a sweep of this as well. Consolidate, sweep, come back down, and then go. The amount of shorts that are going to be piled above here, above wave foot, like yeah, it's literally just fucking everyone over. We've literally had the biggest cascade in liquidity than the FTX crash at the lows, and people aren't expecting this to go. Do you know what I mean? Pumped to the highs. It literally makes no sense. But literally, the market looks absolutely great. There's nothing else I can really explain. I don't really want to go into too many alts. I think XRP looks great as well. I think this is literally just going to be a waiting game. If you remember me showing before that we said this could be truncated, and because obviously you normally get a news event at the end, was expecting this to be the low. But what you've probably got now is A, B, C, D, and then your wave E. That's either your wave E and it's just short, which to be honest, it probably is. And then this is literally just going to keep going to the upside, not like this, but like obviously you're just going to have your waves of like wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, wave 1, maybe wave 2, maybe wave 3, and then obviously pump to the upside. Yeah, or you come back up and then come a little bit lower for wave E, then go. But again, it's just sort of a waiting game. But yeah, that's it. If you can, like, comment, subscribe, share it about. I'm literally just going to be bringing. Oh, no. One quick, yeah, just one quick update. So this, the reason why everyone is expecting this to happen, it really is that simple. It's really not that simple. So these, so you've got, let's say you've got wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Why have you got wave 6 and wave 7? It just doesn't happen. You've got 5 waves. The reason why people are expecting this to go until 2025 is because of what's happened previously. But the reason why it's slowing down and you've got an extra, this isn't right, by the way. Let me just get rid of this. That's my alt count. I'm just going to fuck this off. Yeah, shall I fuck it off? Yeah, fuck it off. Because I'm really confident in that not being the case. So you've got your wave 1, your wave 2, your wave 3, your wave 4. Now the reason why people are expecting this to get to 2025 is because of the halving, this and that. Pretty much all you've got is the reason why you're getting extended waves, and I'll show you the extension in ETH in a second, which is very interesting. Yeah, I'd sort of stick around for the next 5 or 10, well, 5 minutes. I'm gonna try to do 5 minutes, just because it's going to be very interesting. But you got your wave 1 in the fifth wave. Now it's taking more liquidity to pump this market, and you see it in the stock market. You've got like fifth of fifth of fifth of fifth of fifths. Like it literally just keeps going because obviously it needs more liquidity, so the waves are just extended. So the reason why this was an extended wave is because you actually had less liquidity. So you've got wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could argue that's a 2, but because of what you had obviously in history, 3, 4, this is the same magnitude as this. This is not the same magnitude of this or this. Well, technically it is, but it's inside of this 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And this fifth wave extension is inside of this fifth wave, which is here. It's inside of this fifth wave, which is inside of all of this. That you've got an extended fifth of a fifth of a fifth. I've showed this before. So your wave 2, your wave 3, your wave 4, then you've got a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Expanded flat is what we was expecting. Literally at the low, we was expecting this pump up, and that's exactly what we got. And then now what you've literally just got another extended fifth. And if you remember me saying, I've said it fucking plenty of times, you get it an expanded flat normally always precedes an extension. And what are you getting? You're getting an extension. You've got your wave 1, A, B, C for wave 2. Then you're going to get your wave 3. Then you're going to get your wave 4. And then you're going to get your wave 5. This is 5 waves, but it's 5 waves inside of these 5 waves. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's all of this is inside of all of this. It's just extended because you need more liquidity. That's all it is. And when the high comes in near to the end of next year, and everyone's expecting the fucking halving to keep it pumping, it's not going to be the case. We're probably going to be in a big triangle up here around the halving, but we're already going to be at all-time highs. We've already pumped. So yeah, and the reason why I want to show why I think it's going to be an extended fifth as well, just to back up my claim, is if you look at Ethereum. Ethereum's got 5 waves, so wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Then you've got a triangle A, B, C, D, E, wave 4, wave 5. Leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave A, wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a normal zigzag with an extended C wave. Smack bang 1.618. I didn't even measure that up before. I don't know. Literally, that's the first time I've done that. I don't know why I did it, but it's ended up fucking working out anyway. And then you've got wave, and then I wanted to show this. I was going to show it in a post, but I'm probably just going to show it to people. Yeah, if you've stuck around. So wave 1, you've got wave A, B, and C. That's a flat. So this is a regular flat, just a normal flat. So this is just one of these, right? And you literally come and tap. So I'll show this. Yeah, I'll explain. So if you go to here, take this off. Oh wait, shit. I personally think that this is a regular flat. Yeah, you just missed the 0.80, but it's a flat. It's got characteristics of a flat. 0.80 is literally the minimum, but I've seen them before come a little bit shy. You've got that C wave plus COVID will have obviously made investors at the highs probably not push it a little bit higher. So you've got a flat. This is a sideways structure, right? Then you've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 4, and then an extended fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what you've also got here is your wave 1 to your wave 2, and you've got a 2.618 multiple of wave 1, right? And this is actually a leading diagonal. So you've got 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. So that's actually a leading diagonal. Then you've got wave 2, then wave 3, then wave 4, then wave 5. A, B, C, flat. There's your wave 1, there's your wave 2. Then you've got wave 3, and then because you had a sideways wave 2, you either get, and at a 2.618 multiple, either two things happen. Normally it is a triangle formation that follows because you've obviously got people are more bullish at the highs. But what can also happen is because people, all the big investors, it's obviously gone and overstretched too high. People have obviously sold a shitload of the bags, and not only that, they've obviously done it in terms of Bitcoin as well. Because Bitcoin was coming down in an impulsive fashion for an expanded flat, obviously it's pushed the whole market down and Ethereum down, which has obviously created your normal zigzag. Wave A, wave B, wave C. So you've got a sideways structure for wave 2, you've got a sharp structure for wave 4. Literally, they're immaculate in terms of time as well. Like if you actually put them in as trend-based fist, yeah. So if you go for wave 2, put that the high. A 1-to-1 would be here. So in similar time distance, they're very similar in time. They're only a month out from each other. And then you've got your extended fifth wave. And why have you got an extended fifth? You've also got an extended fifth in Bitcoin. So this is what I mean. Like this is why I think as well that Ethereum over Bitcoin is going to be pumping a lot harder because this has got a lot more to go in terms of percentage. In fact, I may as well just quickly show you this as well in a second. So you've got your wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, which comes back down to the 0.50. That's what we're expecting. Either that's the bottom and we go, or we roll a little bit and then we go. This came down to the 0.764, which is always not always, but a nice spot for a wave 2. Then you're going to get your wave 3, your wave 4, your wave 5. Stall out for wave 4. That probably ends up doing this. And then you've got another push up. This has got a lot more to go in terms of actual percentage gains. I want to just quickly show what's going to happen in terms of... Right, so where are we? So I just want to show you the chart of Ethereum. I want to show you the chart of Bitcoin. So this was the run. So I'll just put it on 2. I'll go to Ethereum Bitcoin in a second. So this was the run to obviously all-time highs. This top left is Bitcoin, top right is Ethereum, right? So when it started from here, Bitcoin was pumping more aggressively than Ethereum, and that's what made, if you look at the bottom left chart down here, that's when you saw Ethereum over Bitcoin obviously fall. Then what happened is Bitcoin stalled out. Then what happened is Bitcoin stalled out. Sorry, every time I say Ethereum, I can't say a name, but in fact I'll just say it. Siri always thinks that it always pops up in the top right, and it's so fucking annoying when I say ETH sometimes. I don't know why, but and then obviously you've got when Bitcoin had pretty much topped and rolled. Look, when Bitcoin gets to a high, look at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart in the bottom left. In fact, look at all 3 charts: top left, top right, and bottom left. So Bitcoin goes sideways for the period of a couple of weeks. Ethereum Bitcoin in the bottom left absolutely erupts, and then Ethereum in the top right absolutely erupts. And then if obviously you go, keep going, look, absolutely erupts. So what I'm expecting to happen with this is this looks like a bottom for Ethereum Bitcoin. We've been showing this for quite some time now anyway. Oh, I don't know why. Oh, it's not updated because it's on the fucking 4 charts. But yeah, pretty much what I'm trying to explain is right that once this goes, this is going to be pumping first, a little bit more than Bitcoin before it stalls out, because this is literally entering its third of a third wave. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2. And when this pops up, this is going to be very explosive, and that's what's going to make this chart pump up a lot more than obviously the Bitcoin chart. And then when this stalls out for its third wave, goes sideways for its 4th wave, this is probably going to keep chugging, and this is what's going to take liquidity. So it does pump together, but it also swaps. Like the liquidity swaps. Like if you can see here, like the market was pumping. It's just that obviously for the time being, Bitcoin. If you go from here to, let's say, whereabouts here, you've got a 3x. Whereas if you go from this low, where is it? In time difference. So this is the thing. If you go in time, you go into here. So that only did a time and a half. That did, yeah, 3. So that's double what that did. And that's why you saw this chart obviously fly down from here to here, right? So what probably does end up happening is, sorry if this is confusing you, it, whichever one does pump first, I'm assuming ETH because this needs to pop up. So ETH and alts probably recover better for this, obviously for the start of obviously this pump up. But then when you're getting close to this high and there's not much obviously percentage, let's say you get to about here, this is going to keep going, but that's also when you're going to see Bitcoin really obviously pump, and then that's what's going to create your triangle. So you've got wave A, wave B, wave C, your wave D, and then your wave E. And then this little drawdown is probably going to be when this carries on pumping and when this stalls out. So I just wanted to show that. I've showed that in obviously videos before, but yeah, like the market, it literally looks immaculate. So people that are, yeah, I wouldn't really listen to many people on Twitter personally. It still looks great. High time frame structure still looks fucking brilliant. I'm actually more happy that this actually did play out, and we did end up getting like the push down, but. That's it. But yeah, if you can like, comment, subscribe, share it about. I'll see if you watched it until this end. Fucking hell, 40 minutes. But yeah, that's it, and I'll bring another one next weekend. Peace.